If we turn to Hebrews chapter 11, we're going to talk about faith, how to find your vision, and then refine it. Because once we do find our vision, we have to continue to refine the vision. Once you reach goals or once you reach objectives, things start to change. So our vision needs to be beyond just a goal. Our vision needs to have perspective. So Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1 says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." When is faith? Right now. Now is faith. Faith is not necessarily in the future or in the past. When we're walking by faith, we cannot afford to drag the past with us. When we're walking by faith, we cannot afford to drag the past with us. There are certain things that you must let go if you're going to reach a higher level. We cannot drag this past. We cannot say, well, 30 years ago you did this, or my mother told me when I was growing up. If you're 40 and your mother told you when you were growing up, it might be time to get over that. Update. In fact, if we have memories that are anywhere between 18 months and 2 years that are holding us down, it might be time to update that. It'll be time to maybe learn something new or let go of those things. Hebrews also says we let go of the things that are the weight and the sin that easily besets us. We let go of those things. You can't drag the past. Now, when we're living by faith, we also don't want to be too far into the future because faith is now. If we have subject or we believe, this is the old saying, putting God in a box, that I know how this is going to turn out. I know what's going to happen. And so we put God and we expect God to act and do like we're expecting. What would happen? Maybe we're believing God for a building, and the building doesn't show up in the time frame that we decided the building should show up in. I don't know if anyone's experienced that. We're looking for, hello, Pastor Jeff. I'm glad you joined us today. But it doesn't happen in our time frame. And if it doesn't, like, you can take this with healing. I thought I would be delivered, or whatever the condition is. And as long as we put the time frame on faith for the future and it doesn't happen, some people have had a tendency to get sad. They get sad about it because it didn't happen like it was supposed to. In our walk of faith, we have to continually be in touch with the Holy Spirit in order to walk that out, because rarely things I've found turn out exactly the way I think they're going to, unless the Holy Spirit directly said something about it. So we have to have faith that goes beyond our expectation, and that is now. To know that we have everything right now according to life and according to godliness. I have it right now. And I have it. And as long as I have that, the good thing is it will grow. If I have it now, it will grow and it will continue to grow. So I don't have to be in the future being sad that this didn't work out. When I started at River City Recovery Ministries 10 years ago this month, I thought I would be done in 3 months. I said, yeah, maybe 6 months we'll turn this around and it'll be fine. It had a notorious reputation for being rascally. There was some misappropriation of things. We don't need to get into all that. But God needed someone to go in that didn't know anything about it and help. And I said, okay, I'll do that for 6 months. 10 years later, here we are. We're still there. Apparently, I didn't get it sorted out as fast as I thought I would. 10 years later. So after 3 years, I'm like, God, I think I know. I've learned the things that I need to know about this. I can still see myself driving down Highway 95 having this conversation because I have a 40-minute commute back and forth, letting God know how much I know about what he's called me to do. And here we are, still on the trail. You know, and what vision says, it doesn't matter where we are doing it, it's how we're doing it that matters. So my vision is to disciple people, and it isn't where I'm discipling people, it's how I'm discipling people. That's what matters. So when the opportunity came to work at the church, I just do the same thing. I was telling Rod here, he says, how are you? I said, I'm boring. I'm just boring. I do the same thing every day, just disciple people. That's all we do. It's boring. It's boring for me. It's not boring for the people that I disciple, though. They have some interesting lives. Before I left this Friday, a couple days ago, I had a young lady in my office. I have a glass door in my office because I never want to be caught inside the room with young ladies who are possessed by the devil. And the young woman was claiming she was possessed. And she said, what should we do? I said, well, we should cast the devil out. Right? So we did that. I cast the devil out, and she says, he's still there. I said, well, that's all I know to do is cast him out. Let's keep casting him out. How about that? If something doesn't happen, we keep doing it. We keep on knocking. So the next time I see the young lady, if I do, I hope I don't, but if I do, we'll do the same thing again. We'll cast the devil out of that lady. Why? Because that's what she needs. She needs the devil cast out of her. And eventually, we will see the devil cast out of that woman. That's what we're going to see. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt that's what's going to happen.